Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Muhammad NASRULLAH bin Muhammad YUNUS. This group assignment is to search and find one archive that related to archive management. The groups need to review and analyze the online visit for the archive, and after it has been chosen, the group also need to provide information about the archivist's work and the definition of archive itself. It related on how archivists define their current situation, work, knowledge and data from the past and future to the organization development. Archives are a collection of artifacts and materials maintained and preserved by organizations such as universities or historical societies. Archival materials are often incomplete and retained for their intrinsic interest or analysis. The collections contents vary widely from those related to the history of an entity to rare collection of books and special collection that may be subject specific. Archive offer a unique opportunity to do research using primary source materials. Some professions or disciplines are the foundation for many projects or papers that require archival research. The National Archive is the office state repository for the United Kingdom and is situated in Kew Gardens, London. This archive contains documents from the English and subsequently from the 11th century from the British state. The library, also often known by its former name, the Public Records Office or PRO, owes its current from to law passed in 1838 to collect dispersed and sometimes poorly held British government and judicial records. The new collection reflects the unification of 4 main holders of British archival documents by 2006. Firstly is Her Majesty's Stationery Office, founded in 1786. The Public Record Office, 1838, the Royal Historical Manuscript Commission, 1869, and the Public Sector Information Office, 2005. This collection, in their summary, cover almost every conceivable aspect of the foreign, domestic, military, and civil history of the United Kingdom itself. The material is extensive for Middle East historians. A vast variety of manuscript, correspondence, financial records, printed text, register, and memoranda shed light of British trade, Middle East diplomacy, warfare, and colonialism. There are a large number of products in French, Italian, and Latin as well as English language documents.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Pangeran Muhammad SAAFRIZ bin Awang Muhammad SAAT. I am from IM 246 program, Part 2, Group ST3. In my part, I want to explain about the acquisition and collection of the National Archive of United Kingdom. Firstly, let me explain about the acquisition of material. The acquisition is the process of expanding the archival material, which can be run by several types such as loan, deposit, purchase, and donation. The National Archive of United Kingdom has existing the commitment which the archive must hold a meeting before accepting the new material to prevent from the material similarities. Second, I want to explain about the collection of material. The National Archive of United Kingdom is the official government archive that containing more than 1,000 years of material that reserved from the public record of United Kingdom. This archive has various collection, consists variety of manuscript, correspondence, printed text, financial reports, and memoranda about British trade, diplomacy, warfare, and colonialism in the Middle East. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi and salam sejahtera. My name is Jecilyn Joyce and I'm from JUDAN. Okay, I would like to present my part. It is appraisal and disposal. Then they to review the collection, that is for the production to choose what records to be disposed. Okay, then after that, after they separate, okay, they decide the two of it, which is records, then it will be preserved, and which record is to be disposed. Okay, the one that is records that need to be preserved, okay, must be arranged, okay, by the archivist, okay, arranged with the arrange the file with their own categories. After that, the decision to be kept for preservation must be documented. Okay, lastly, okay, the National Archives, okay, of UK, okay, the National Archive must agree to the inquiry, which is for permanent storage. How the nation evaluating the value of the records is what they should consider is they should be made clear which records of the inquiry for permanent preservation. The inquiry should be stored and maintained records that are identified for transfer. Selection are not based on the format, but it based on the nature and its content. Any format and metadata or authorization problems should be diagnosed to the National Archive. Original records cannot be destroyed solely because it is very sensitive. To do so, it may affect the authenticity of the documents. Any remaining records that are not selected for the preservation should be established for obliteration or a survey after the selected duration. This will be agreed by the National Archive. The disposal schedule should be passed to the supporting department, which a relevant detail of the records and where they've been destroyed. The inquiry team should consider the following pieces of information for permanent preservation is the record of the research, consisting of the preliminary draft file, the next draft in which massive adjustments were made, and the final published models, the content of the website inquiry, audio and transcript of interview and hearings, and all evidence relevant to the terms of reference. Okay, that's all for my presentation for the appraisal and disposal in the National Archive of UK. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. I will to talk about accessioning and arrangement and description. First, accessioning. Accessioning is the process of receiving the archive and bring them to the archival repository. The National Archive of United Kingdom manage the record by checking the files, metadata, and the technical of closure pass. They will send the confirmation email that told the repository the record were in safe custody, and the digital record then will be included into their digital records infrastructure system for preservation. Next is arrangement and description. Arrangement and description is the process of preserving and describing the archival materials. 11 million publicly documents were created or collected into the National Archive of United Kingdom. The arrangement of the record were by the several departments such as Admiralty Department, Excise Court Department, Board of Trade Department, the Security Service Department, General Register Office Department, and Office War Department. For example, the personal record of Office World War I, the servicemen may be found among the record created in the Department of War Office or at Military Office. We will find his another information with another department also. For example, their family, their another work before he become the serviceman in the World War and others.
Preservation and storage. First, preservation can be defined as the action to protect the damage. For the example, by packing and storing the documents in an appropriate manner in a suitable environment. In this archive, they avoid deterioration by using the archival packaging which provides protection against the environmental changes. They also have digital collection preservation because, as we know, nowadays all official records are online and they need to provide the mechanism for protect and maintaining them. Next is storage. Storage area of the archive should be retained and only used as a store. It is because they want to maintain the safety, the ability of the environment, and the levels of light. The National Archive also have cloud storage for the digital collection. Cloud storage includes wide variety of usage cases and a broad collection of pool computer services include data storage.
In this part, I want to explain about the access to the National Archive of United Kingdom. The National Archive of United Kingdom is open to the public, especially for the research purpose, which open on Tuesday until Saturdays and close on public holidays. For the first-time user, they must go to the registration room and must bring the 2 forms of identification for verification to use the materials. And the National Archive of United Kingdom also has providing the online website to facilitate the public to receiving the information in the digital form.
Okay, for the references of the United Kingdom Archive, 1. The National Archive References Library includes more than 65,000 written and electronic sources, and it is open to the public only for navigation and references that user may need it. A book, periodicals, and directories on history. It includes local, family, and military history, law, biography, genealogical material, as well as a wide range of reference materials are included in the library at the National Archive. Almost all news outlets deal with archive documents. Most of those books in the National Archive library can be shortcuts, since often those who refer to the bibliographies of their archive and other important works. Because most come from the library resources, they are recent publications that provide context for archival materials and provide history, dates, and reference for others. Fifth, in addition, the National Archive also using records as well as method for the references used.
Outreach activities. The archival agency set up so many outreach programs like publication, exhibition, radio and television broadcasts, and any other way to attract people's attention. The examples of outreach activities that are found in this National Archive, such as the awareness in Liverpool of the 1919 race riots. These requests are often made by the student and the community who really want to learn more about this well-known time in British and Imperial history. Second is a community well-being project. Is really unique collaborative between the National Archive, Wandsworth Heritage Service, and SHARE. Third, the Lamson unlocked the Revolution film that show the process of building and delivering the project by the youth. Next is the exhibition Care and Comfort that focus on human society and friendship during the First World War. And lastly, Derby Monster its idea was influenced by the compilation of the map and atlas inside the National Archive.
As a conclusion, archives are highly accountable for all their records and collections. Thus, various systems are introduced by them to raise public awareness about the existence of archive so that archive can remain as a place to disseminate knowledge in the future.